your concern immediately. Bulls fans, will you be here for upcoming games? To secure your tickets today, simply stop by the ticket booth or visit our website. Bulls fans, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, direct your attention to center court for the award ceremony. Get on your feet for the NBA champions, the Chicago Bulls. The head coach is Billy Donovan. Give it up for the NBA champions, your Chicago Bulls.
A truly special ceremony. The distribution of cherished NBA rings. What an achievement for this team. And a great way to tip off our broadcast. Welcome, everyone. It's the NBA here on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls going up against the San Antonio Spurs. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Then there's Castle, then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Whittington in at the point. And for the Bulls, Nikola Vucevic is out there with Smith. Then there's Dosunmu, then it's MP, and it's Giddey in at the point guard. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early going?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building. Plus, you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now, we get to find out.
Here's Whittington. Outside Anunoby. Sohan outside. Just 5 on the clock. Spurs need to get one up here. From outside the arc. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Pass to Vucevic. And here's MP. Three-pointer. And Anunoby pulls it down. Here's Whittington. Giddey defends. Whittington, no good. And we're about a minute into the first. Giddey passes to MP. Picked by Vucevic. From deep, MP. He drops it from range. Well, Grant, you look at the other players that have played at MP's position, you can already call him one of the top 5 or so to ever lace him up.
Some might feel that's not giving MP enough credit, but at the very least, something that every basketball fan can agree on, MP is clearly a generational talent.
Whittington, no good. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Giddey. He gets it in there.
How about Giddey just flicking it in? I mean, that's not an easy shot.
The Spurs have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. To the paint. Here's Whittington. Giddey defends. Whittington passes to Sohan. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Giddey. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. Dosunmu outside. Smith with a screen on Anunoby. Dosunmu for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter right here, too.
Good-looking guy.
Now here's Giddey. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
From deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Left side, Giddey. Smith outside. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Peeler. This one for 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Sohan outside. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Stout defense comes from not only contesting the shot, but also grabbing the board.
And here's Giddey. Dosunmu for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Fires from the line, and you can count it. He'll go to the line. With a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Chicago.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. There's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor. Oh, a wise move by MP, calling his own numbers in the two-man game.
Pass to Whittington. Wembanyama up top. He's got 6. Castle misses. Chicago leading by 5. MP inside. Wembanyama on him. Nope, that one misses. Now 3 for 5. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. We talked about his matchup against the highly touted Victor Wembanyama. And Coach told me Victor's
And Giddey's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls, coming off that win against the Sixers.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
MP is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Smith. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Kasumu in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Stan, when you talk to others about Keldon Johnson, one of the things you hear is that he's a natural leader.
Yeah, Brian, look. The intangibles with him are off the charts. This is a guy that got on the United States national team because of the kind of person and player he is. He leads by example every day.
Here's Vucevic. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Branham for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Bulls leading by 4. MP outside. Giddey with it. Back to MP. Vucevic with it. Covered by Wembanyama. MP outside. Smith with a screen on Wiggins. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Spurs trail by 6. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Releases from 15. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds in the game. And he's going for the lob. And the power finish by Vucevic. Woo!
I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. And for San Antonio, they're shooting about 43% on this one. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Vucevic against Wembanyama. Vucevic, the pass to MP. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Devin Vassell.
Yeah, young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside.
Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Parker.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Branham passes to Vassell. Now here's Wembanyama. Shoots over Vucevic. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Wiggins.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
From deep, MP. Rebound by San Antonio. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
In 2 games last season, they had a hard time against this team, both at home and on the road.
Yeah, real disappointment last year for sure. They don't want a repeat of that this season.
Pass to Giddey. Vassell against MP. And here's Smith. Outside Giddey. The 3-ball. The rebound by Wiggins.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal play. Don't always go on the step.
For the Spurs, Shohei Wennington.
Spurs trail by 8. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Wennington. Now Sohan. Here's Wennington. Clock at 6. Hits a 3-pointer. Vassell's got 8.
Well, Vassell has the range to create a lot of trouble at the arc.
Now here's Smith. Now Vucevic. Covered by Wembanyama. Shoots a fadeaway. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And the basket by Branham.
When he gets the ball inside, Branham knows not to waste a good scoring opportunity.
Giddey passes to Smith. Pass to MP to win the cold spell. MP making the long-range connection.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
Wennington passes to Sohan. Vassell, a screen on Smith. The shot by Sohan, no good. Chicago leading by 6. Dosunmu outside, and here's Giddey. MP finds Giddey, and the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. A different look for San Antonio. Anunoby comes in for Vassell, and Castle subbed in for Branham.
OG Anunoby. Castle.
MP scanning the floor. Pass to Giddey. Fires from deep. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. And now it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
Like sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
Outside Anunoby. Castle for 3. Drains the... triple.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
From 10 feet away. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Vucevic has gotten his 2nd bucket.
There's a reason Vucevic shoots a great percentage. So adept and skilled at scoring inside.
Driving inside. Castle. Here's Sohan. And the 3 off target. Chicago leading by 8. Pass to Giddey. Back to MP. Here's Dosunmu. 5 to shoot. Now here's Smith. The Bulls need to get off a shot from Pete Giddey. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Wembanyama double team. Back to Anunoby. Inside. Oh, too easy for Wemby. Nice finish.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Peeler pass to Giddey. The steal. And a foul called on MP. That's his third foul so far.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
Chicago making some changes. Williams comes in for Smith, and it's Kobe White in for DeSumo. And San Antonio with a change here too. Johnson's checked in. Bulls leading by 6. Outside, Williams. Pass to White. Wide open look. The rebound by the Spurs.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Wennington, covered by MP. And here's Johnson. Over MP. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the 76ers made some really terrific plays. He dropped 48 points and was locked in from distance. It was impressive. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but they'll try. Guys?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Vucevic, a screen on Anunoby. Peeler, pass to Williams. Giddey with it. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Yeah, look at Giddey stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Castle. Fires the 3. Pure from three-point range. Castle's got 8 here in this quarter.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continues to add to that.
That is Giddey missing.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Here's Castle. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Chicago with a board. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a 3-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now.
Down low. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's the break. Here's Castle. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
Here's Vucevic. Rebounded by Johnson. Spurs trail by 8. Here's Castle. He had 22 in the win against the Clippers.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Here's MP. MP hammers it down.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
San Antonio shooting 35% in the second so far. Pass to Wennington. Now here's Anunoby. Let's go with a 3. And it's MP with a rebound. 59 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Now Vucevic. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Wellington passes to Sohan. Right side, Anunoby. Pass to Castle. Here's Wellington. He's guarded by White. Lets it fly. San Antonio again missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
MP finds White. That's the way. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Tipped to the right side. Pass to Wellington. They still need this. The shot no good. And so it's MP making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
45.
Well, right now for Chicago.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Bulls.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded roster.
Yeah, team chemistry, a big point of emphasis for this organization. And that'll do it for us.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Chicago leading by 10. So on the floor for San Antonio. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Castle. And it's Wellington in at the one. Blocked! And it's going to... be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. MP outside. Back to Dosunmu. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Vucevic. Blocked again!
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Spurs trail by 10. Here's Wellington. Castle for 3. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Back to Giddey. The 3 is up. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. Giddey's gone 50% shooting tonight. 4 of 8. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama, screen on Smith. The shot by Sohan, no good.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Smith with it. Dosunmu outside. Here's Vucevic. MP outside. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Castle. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Giddey passes to Dosunmu. Smith outside. Pass to Vucevic. Over Wembanyama. Vucevic's shot is off. Spurs trail by 13. And here's Sohan, covered by Vucevic. And Sohan gets it to go.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his blade. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Giddey passes to Vucevic. Knocked loose. Back come the Spurs in transition. Here's Castle. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws. For him coming in.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
That one misses. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
It's hauled in by the Bulls. At one point, they led by 16. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. MP outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. San Antonio again can't hit. Chicago leading by 12. Now here's MP. 20 points for him. Back to Mitchell. Sumu outside, puts up a 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
It's his first trip to the line. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's MP. Getting it done inside. MP.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Over to the left wing, stolen by MP. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Pass to Dosunmu. Here's the 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Castle. Excellent D there from Collins. Chicago leading by 13. MP outside. Dosunmu outside. Shot clock at 5. And the layup is good off the glass. Dosunmu's got 10.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Collins against Wembanyama. Here's Wennington. He's got 5. Here's Castle. Smith with the rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
DeSumo, right side. Outside Mitchell. The 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Bulls lead by 18.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Wembanyama. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
MP outside. Lets it go from deep. That shot is off. 8 for 13 so far. Pass to Castle. Over Mitchell. And Castle with the basket. On the assist from Anunoby. Anunoby's got 3 assists tonight. Mitchell with the ball. And so he draws the foul. Heading to the line to shoot a pair. And here we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. Victor Wembanyama is second.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
Williams is checked in for Chicago. Herter comes in for DeSumo. And San Antonio also making a switch. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Anunoby. Pass to Castle. Now Wembanyama. Sohan with the ball. Wembanyama, screen on Williams. The shot by Sohan, no good. Healer, pass to Mitchell. Outside, Williams. Kicks it out to MP. He shoots it. Gets an open look and hits it. Peeler's got 24 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And the basket by Castle.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game, first here in this second half.
MP outside. The 3 is up. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. 27 points for him.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Stolen by MP. And now the Bulls in transition. Collins, no good. Here's Castle. He's got 17. Pass to Sohan. To the inside. And that one's good. Wennington's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And Sohan can do a little bit of everything, including finding his teammates like he did there.
Collins outside. Now MP. Here's MP taking it inside. And it goes. As the official call. The foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. For San Antonio, Williams is checked in for Victor Wembanyama, and Keldon Johnson subbed in for Sohan. Free throw good, MP, after undergoing 3 ankle surgeries in 10 months in 2020 and 2021. Coach Zach Collins has bounced back amazingly.
He really has, Brian. And the injuries have really been the only problem for Zach Collins. He's got size, skill, and toughness. This guy is a very effective player when he's healthy.
His story is inspirational.
It is indeed.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring break. And Giddy has got the ball here for the Bulls. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. They've got MP. Jalen Smith is out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. Spurs trail by 18. Left side, Wembanyama. Wiggins outside. Smith against Johnson. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Outside Giddey. Kicks it out to MP. From downtown. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 4 assists now tonight. Branham passes to Vassell. Outside Johnson. Wembanyama. Screen on Smith. And the three-pointer goes.
And it's a great sign that Johnson's making threes. That really helps his team.
Giddey finds Vucevic. Oh, there's the alley. And MP throws it down.
Well, when you talk about how MP can score the ball, the possibilities are endless.
Here's Branham. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Wembanyama, screen on Giddey. Branham passes to Wembanyama. Shoots over Vucevic. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Here's Branham. No good on the three.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Kicks it out to MP. Back to Giddey. Dosunmu on the wing. Vucevic, a screen on Wiggins. Dosunmu, the pass to Vucevic. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, Vucevic did a good job of feeling the defense there and worked his way into a trip to the line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Wennington. Pass to Johnson. Over Smith. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Bulls leading by 19. Now Giddey. Smith outside. Back to Giddey. Pass to Dosunmu. Off target from three-point range. Spurs trail by 19. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Now here's Vassell. He's covered by Dosunmu. Vassell can't get it to go.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
MP outside. And there's the drive. The ball's knocked loose. Johnson against MP. Here's Wennington. Here's Wembanyama. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And so MP will bring it up for the Bulls. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. And he lobs it up top. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Yeah, he's a great passing center. You can run offense through Vucevic. Use him as a passing hub.
Spurs trail by 21. Vassell outside. Shoots over to Sumu. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Chicago has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And it's good for 2.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Here's Wennington. Outside Johnson. To the wing on the left. Here's Wembanyama. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wennington to end the run. Rebounded by Peeling. MP's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Sumu. Pass to Giddey. Vucevic with it. Covered by Wembanyama. Fades and shoots. Vucevic's shot is off.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. Here's Vassell. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's the 3. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. For Chicago, Hurt. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't.
Great win tonight, MP. MP got the job done tonight, as usual.